Early one morning while making the rounds, I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down. I went right home and I went to bed. I stuck at 1144 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico. Laid in the hot joints, taking the pill. In walked the sheriff from Jericho Hill. He said, Willie Lee, your name is not Jack Brown. You're the dirty hack that shot your woman down. And yes, oh yes, my name is Willie Lee. If you've got a warrant, just to read it to me. Shot her down because she made me slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 more. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. They put me on a train and they took me back. Had no friend for to go my bail. They slapped my died carcass in that county jail. Early next morning, about 9:30, I spied a sheriff coming down the line. Up then he coughed as he cleared his throat. He said, "Come on, you dirty hack, into that district court." Into the courtroom my trial began, where I was handled by 12 honest men. Just before the jury started out, I saw that little judge come as to look about. In about 5 minutes in walked a man, holding the verdict in his right hand. The verdict read in the first degree. I hollered, Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me. The judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in the Folsom pen. 99 years underneath that ground. I can't forget the day I shut that bad bitch down. Come on, you gotta listen unto me. Lay off that whiskey and let that cocaine be.
What a tune that is. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash alive at Folsom Prison. He actually went into a prison and played that song. I don't know what the reason behind it was, but anyway, what a name, Johnny Cash, as well, innit? I know it's not his real name, but it's a bit like Neil Diamond, innit? Yeah, Johnny Cash. If anybody hasn't seen that film, I Walk the Line, Johnny Cash's life story. What a good film that is, mate. What a good film that is. Let's have a few big ups in the chat. Do a few big ups in the chat, mate. A few new names in the chat tonight, mate. Ella, they still want a spanner, look. Ella, gives a spanner, babe. Thing is, if you give him a spanner, right, you'd have nothing to say, would he? You'd have no opening line. There's Josh there, the Monk Slayer. The Monk Slayer he's known as now, Josh. I'm not sure what happened, but from what I gathered, I seen the last half hour of Monk's Live the other morning when he deleted his channel. And Josh was was looking like he was the main topic. See, the thing is on here, Josh, I've noticed it, like there's you, Mank Dank, Aldi Jazz, exposing fighters. I'm like probably double your ages, you know what I mean? I'm 52. And I get all that Manny banter. I get it all. There's Mossberg as well, right? But you know, if you don't get that type of banter, you can take it the wrong way, or just a bit too much for some people. You know what I mean? If you watch Mossberg in a chat, he's typed his reply, or he's typed his funny reply before he's even thought of it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, that's how quick they are. Mankdank's another one. I like Mankdank. What's happening, Mick? I know twice today, mate. Twice. We'll get back to that in a minute. Mishi, what's happening? Mishi. I haven't been. Flavours had a week off, didn't he? Yeah. Fair play. He was going to have longer, but you know what? Fair play to him for lasting a week. To be fair. But I haven't been on. I haven't. He did text me last week, Flavours, like, just to say he'd be back. But yeah, man, I will jump back on and have a chat with him, because I like Flavours' channel. I know Mishi's like part owner with that channel, so don't be bad mouthing Flavours in here. Crazy Clips, what's happening? Crazy Clips, have you clipped me yet, mate? Come on, mate. Nobody clips me, mate. You know what I mean? Last person to clip me was Northern King, right? And you know when it was? This is how long ago it was, right? So last time I was clipped, it was the few days before the first 3D fight club, you know, the Fighting Trolls Ash String. You know, we were right in the temperature was building, you know what I mean? I think it was a Wednesday or a Thursday, and we'd all like, you'd pick your side, you know what I mean? The cesspit had Ash G-String Drink. We had Pablo Fighting Trolls, you know, and they were just arguing all the time. And this night, I didn't used to go on panels much, but I jumped on to and I had an argument with Ash String, and he called me out. He said I called you out. I was like, all right, oh. Anyway, right, as we were both arguing, Pablo jumps on the panel and just starts giving it to Ash. This is like a couple of days before the fight. Comes on, he goes, "Here, Norbert, Ash String, don't you be disrespecting one of my subscribers." Northern King was in the chat. He goes, "Moon, you've just made your first appearance on my channel, mate." That was it. So that was like 3 years ago or whatever. Smudger Smith. You're still getting mixed. People still thinking you're Dave Smithers, Smudger. Few people have like taught how are you doing, Smithers? You're all right. And then Dave Smudger is like spending 10 minutes in the chat saying, "I'm not fucking Smithers." Mick, what's happening, Mick? It's good to see Mick back in the chats. I know he watches, and I do a lot, mate. I do a lot of watching, you know. I do a lot of ghosting, but I know you always drop us a message. But I know you watch anyway, mate. I hope everyone's like enjoying it. You know what I mean? This is only going to be a few hours tonight, but a little bit of an escape from all the other shit that's going on in it. I'm not going to lie. We are going to have. We can't have a Moon live without a little bit of Danny G. And Mick, honestly, it was only today I was thinking, I'm not obsessed with Danny G, right? I'm thinking, not a chance am I obsessed with Danny G, yeah. I don't hate the bloke, I don't hate anyone in here. I don't know. I don't know what it is like. It's just I've never there's no one. I've never known anyone act like the way he does as like a man. He just keeps giving every day. Knee legs, what's happening? He was like, mate, go on, just ruin me thunder. He was a horrible bastard. Right. Just before I forget, because I always do forget stuff, right? I've had a little bit of a vape. I found another one. There's hardly anything in it. Yeah, before we go on, right, just a quick one. There was a few people in the chat. It was in TNK's last night. It was obviously, I know everyone that goes in there and on the panels and whatever. And they got onto boxing. And they're bigging up Mike Tyson, yeah? Bigging him up and all that. Oh, yeah, Mike Tyson, this, what a fighter. Oh, yeah. But he's a convicted rapist. He's a convicted rapist, don't forget that. You know what I mean? Just because he was a good boxer. But, as well, one day Gandhi, what's happening, mate? I don't know if anyone else, you probably will be aware of this, but Mike Tyson did lose a kid. He did. I think it was his daughter. This was only about 10, 15, 20 years ago. Someone will correct me. His daughter at the time was only a toddler, maybe 3 or 4, and he was on a treadmill. He was on a treadmill at home, looking after his daughter, but he must have had like a nice gym or whatever. He's on a treadmill and there's been a horrible accident where his daughter, something's happened, well, you know, and it's been a freak accident and she's been killed. And that's how he lost his daughter. So I didn't even know that until a couple of months ago. In fact, what's happening? No, mate. Does everyone know that is on the screen there? I put a few pictures up of him this last week. Managed to change my avatar. I think we all know that is. Even though I am devastated. I am devastated because I've only found out this afternoon that he's not even playing in the Open this year. Like, and I heard somebody commented and said that he doesn't think he'll play anymore in the Open because as a winner, if you win the Open, you get invited. You get invited back as long as you're fit to play. You get invited. Doesn't matter if you play any golf for the rest of the year, you will always get an invite to play in the Open. And he played last year, but apparently he said last year that was going to be his last year, and he's not there this year. But you know what I mean? John Daly, big John. Look at him, man. That's what I look like the other day. My beard. I'm sure, right, that when you get past 50, your beard like grows twice as quick as before you're 50, and it gets whiter as well. I was having a little think about Mr. E as well of late, you know. Now, what's happening with Mr. E? He's heavily invested in a few people on YouTube at the minute. That he's actually forgot that he is like a decent bloke. Honestly, he's been on this panel a few times, and me and him have had some good chats. You know what I mean? So don't forget that side of you, mate. Every now and again. You know what I mean? What's happening, Clint? I hope you're. I hope everything's going okay for you, Clint, mate. In the last few months, everything's getting a little bit better. Back on form, right? He had me yesterday. So, I'm not going to lie, I was watching. I was ghosting Lammies yesterday, and that mad, what's she called, man? This blonde lass, she's been on a few panels. this blonde woman with big, massive blonde hair and that, a little bit scatty. You know what I mean? I think she is like a decent woman and that, but she just looked like she'd been dragged through a hedge backwards. So she was on Lammy's, and Lammy was a little bit uncomfortable there. And everyone in the chat was like taking the mick and then fucking notification. I knew, oh, she's all right, actually, yeah. There's only him that, like, in the whole chat. Anyone who, like, especially a female who most of the blokes don't like factual, it's a good chance they like her, like. Yeah, so anyway, crazy clips. Do some clipping, make sure we get Northern King in there as well, because he loves getting clipped, but there's a few people will be clipping him, like, in there. Yeah, Amanda, I mean, what can I say? I don't know whether it was like because I forgot to say happy birthday to her the other day, but she was like really horrible. It was last night in his chat. I was getting picked on. I don't want to say bullied. So it's bullied's a strong word in it, but I did feel a little bit picked on. There was a few of them. I don't know though. Is that all right? Is it different? Is it a different rule for Mike Tyson, or can we still like him? It's like saying Masters as a DJ. Masters a really good DJ, but are we gonna look past that? What's happening? Pork chop sniffer. Pick up the pork chop. Pork chop audits. You're not an auditor, are you, Porky? You're a welder. Oh, it's not stugging, is he? Is he bringing his positivity, is he? El Nossi, where's El Nosser? Yeah, is Northern King in yet? I will be finishing, like, I'm only doing till 9:15 tonight, because it's Alicia's birthday party. I wonder, oh, that was it. He took a trip last night, didn't he? For anyone that didn't know, I think you could tell right from the start, that Northern King had some mind-altering drugs, i.e. acid tabs. Like, I wouldn't even know where to get an acid tab from. Yeah, but it was quite chilled out though, to be fair, till Kieran's mate came in last night, Tunesy boy. With Tunes, it's all banter and that, like, but I just have to, like, go in on him now, like, hammer him, because just needs doing, doesn't it? There was a few people last night, named two, Randy and Phil, who I think they're ready to throw the towel in last night. Like, it must have been about 1 o'clock or something, when they haven't been in the chat for a while. Like half an hour, you think, I've gone to bed, and then Tunesy comes on the panel. Like, within 5 minutes, they can't help themselves. Like, they have to come on and give rip them a bit, Oh, they used to arguing. Has he got a little seen that one last night? There was another good little battle in the chat last night. It was GC and Stevie Boy Billings. Keep your eye on them too. Is it not? Wasn't it Nostog? I didn't look back far enough there, was it not? Oh, I tell you, it was off a nut, and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't think she comes in here, but she is a Geordie, lone she-wolf. She was having full-blown argument with herself in the chat for about 2 hours, just like writing sentences out, but she wasn't talking to anyone. And she was arguing with herself. And Amanda, you know, she hasn't got much patience, Amanda, you know what I mean? She'd put up with her for 2 hours. You can't even describe it, man. Yeah, you know what, mate? My mate Slim texted me today, and he texted me like, and it was a picture, and he put a bet on Keegan Bradley, but he'd only got 80 to 1. But I got 125 to 1. But to give you a little bit of warning though, but Slim's had a little wager on it as well. But you know what, Sean? If he has a decent score tomorrow, like if he's on the leaderboard after the first round, you go down to about 40, 30. You know what I mean? He's just won on the PGA Tour like 3 weeks ago. He's number 7 in the world, and he's guaranteed to be in the Ryder Cup, America's Ryder Cup team, right? He's banging form. Like, and he was 125-1. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I can big it up now, can't I? If he plays crap. But you can have a crap. You can have a bad. You can have 2. I'm not going to say bad, but 2 not your best rounds and still win the Open. I was watching a few practice rounds today because all the players, they all get to play the course. They've been there all week. It's mad because like they can do 18 holes like practice. I'm not sure if they're only allowed to have 1 or 2 practice rounds or whether they can just go anyhow, but they get to play the course. And they're not just hitting one ball. They're hitting a shot like 150 yards. Watching where it went, then putting another one and hitting another one. This is like on the course where the tournament starts tomorrow. Sort of. I know it's practice. I know it can be classed as practice. What's happening, Vander? It is practice, but obviously there's a few kids there. There's a few kids playing, well, not kids, but like early 20s, like, who play that course every week where the Open is now and they're playing. So, I mean, even them, they know all the little bumps and, you know what I mean? They know what club to use, they're used to the weather, so you will find that like an amateur, one of the amateurs will be on the leaderboard on the first day. Oh, yeah. Oh, not wrong, like. Getting a bit of dry mouth here, but I've got the home. I totally forgot what I was going to say there now. Larry Holmes, yeah. Well, Larry Holmes, at least he didn't do a stretch, did he, for Grape? Yeah. Jim, did you? This is the second time I've been live today. I went to the town today just to get out for some fresh air because I've been bad all weekend. And I just went to the town. I got the bus to the town, right? Just for like a walkabout. I had a little walkabout around the town as I was like walking back down the main road to go and get another bus. I walked past the university and I just seen that there was loads of action out there, you know what I mean? And it was sunny. So I had a little walk down and it was graduation day. So I went live, didn't I? I just went live, like, on YouTube on my phone, and just had like an hour. Don't know, I can't remember seeing Zeus in the chat, but I don't know what happened at the end. The chat stopped. So I had to knock it off. Sorry if people are talking that was in the chat here. Checkmeister, what's happening? We got the Checkmeister. Whoever he is, like, I don't know who he is. Don't know. What's happening? Tony Kelly, how you doing, Tony, mate? All right, Tony, mate. We got Mert. Hey, Tony, you would have enjoyed the banter last night in Northern Kings. A green screen, what is it? Oh, do I, you know what it is? I've changed the settings. I was just messing about, right, before I started. So I was just messing about with the settings and I put it on 1080. So this is on 1080 here. And there's like this filter thing, which I totally forgot about, right, which makes you look like you've got perfect skin. I put that on as well. Is it shit, like? Is the screen shit? Honestly, mate, honestly, mate, watch this, man. Just watch this. Watch how bad my skin goes when I change this setting here. Ready? Look, it's an instant shave, watch. I look like George Clooney now. Is it good screen, like? I'm going to put the link out in a minute. A little calm before the storm. There's Steve there. We got the Steve McGeary. Steve was about the only one that wasn't picking on me last night. Like, I was getting it from all sides, like Steve. Honestly, mate, I mean, it was mainly Randy. So Randy's got a few nicknames now. He'll answer a Randy M, you know, like Chris M, Randy M, or Bible Randy, you know, like Bible John. So if you see Randy in any chats tonight, you Randy M, capital M, or Bible Randy, whichever. Vandy seem to be watching a little bit more, mate. A little bit more. I've seen your name. Seen name popping up on a few. I know, Vander. I know you are quite friendly with Lammy. I don't know what you think about it all at the minute, like. Don't know. I just wish he'd give up, Lammy. I just wish Lammy would just give up. You know what I mean? It's all reignited again now with Bob and Baz. Like, it just goes from 0 to 100, like, with them. But Lammy, I thought Lammy, it's one step forward and two steps back from where I see with Lammy. Don't get me started with Tunesy last night, man. Okay, what a one-trick, boring bastard. Same shit. The same shit. That's why it's word for word as well, man. And he calls me, and look, you know what used to bother me? Like when he called us boring, and I was like, you cheeky bastard. Now, he's just, this is my synopsis on Tunes. He's like, it absolutely breaks his heart, right, that YouTube, that he isn't like the most popular person on YouTube, right? Because he thinks he's got YouTube sussed out, doesn't he? He thinks he knows YouTube inside out and what the people want, but it isn't what the people want. Do you think the people want you to like come on, get absolutely rat-assed? Like, it's all right for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Then you just make a tit of yourself. It's just getting ripped by everyone. I mean, some bloke come on last night and just ruined your tunes. It's absolutely ruined you, mate. RRH or something. And listen, when he's pissed, I heard it. I was listening to him last night, and when he's saying them things about the Northern King, yeah, he means all of them. You can tell he means it when he honestly thinks that he's a bully. He thinks Northern King's a bully, yeah. And he really doesn't like him, I don't think. You can tell. But don't think that like he's messing about. That's why he's a horrible man, you know what I mean? He blames it on the drink and that. Like, I can't believe some of the things people say to people on here. Like some of the horrible things, and then the next day they'll talk to them. It's like, sorry, I mean, depends which way you look at it, doesn't it? Depends which way you look at it. But I like to think that people who I talk to on here, the people who I'd be bothered about if they end up arguing with them, like, I just can't see us arguing, you know what I mean? They're not the argumentative type. There has been a few though. No, I've noticed again. I mean, obviously there's Aldi, but we sussed him out last night, didn't we? We said that he gets a notification for me. He just turns his phone off like for the next 3 hours. You know what I mean? Just turns it off, so there's no chance he'll turn it on and see any of my live. We just proved it again last night when he just turned up in Northern Kings, like now what happened. So that's one. There's one now. In the county jail. Did I put that link out there? 100 to 1. 100 to 1, Sean. Yeah, boy. Just thank me on Sunday, you know what I mean? Honestly, though, it does take a lot. It takes a lot to win that tournament because you've got to play well for 4 days. And you know, betting on golf, I mean, you can bet on anything you want in golf. It's like spread betting in the football, you know, you can bet who's going to get the next corner. Even in tennis, man, you can bet like on each point, you know what I mean? Bet on who's going to win the next point. on a Thursday, like on the Thursday morning when the tournament starts, on the first round, the bookies have got you in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like a hole in one. There was a hole in one scandal one of the years ago, a betting scandal where some blokes were clearing up on started betting on golfers getting holes in one. And if you look at the statistics, nearly every tournament there's at least one hole in one. Yeah, you've got all the best players in the world having multiple chances to get a hole in one over 4 days. Like, and it does usually happen, but these fellas were getting big odds. We're getting like 50 to 1 for there to be a hole in one. And then they started telling you they started taking the piss by saying what hole it was going to be as well, like which par 3 it was going to be. They cleaned up. Oh, fake Josh. There's Phil there. Big up to Phil Graham. Yeah. I know it was mainly Randy last night, like, but Phil was having a little dig as well, like. Willie, what's happening, Willie? Willie's picked his side in the Baz Lammy war. Like I say, I'm in the middle. I just go, that's got nothing to do with me. If I go in Barry's, if I'm watching Barry's, I'm ghosting, yeah. Like most of the people who like Lammy will still watch Baz and just won't comment, you know what I mean? Just be looking at who's in the chat, you know, and like thinking, But if you see me in any of them chats, right, it doesn't mean I pick the side or anything. I can't be asked. Doesn't mean I back any of them. If I go in the chats, it'll be because of the people in the chat mainly. I was going to say, I thought, Steve saying that, right? What have I just said there? I'm thinking, have I just bigged myself up and you were being nice there? But I don't think it was that, was it? I think you were saying I deserve to get ripped. So was it Josh's fault that Monk left? Is Josh the Monk slayer? That's the question. That's what I was getting like. Phil, I don't know if did you hear us before when I was on about like their sense of humour, them like the Manny lads. Very dry sense of humour in there, but it's like quick, isn't it? It's quick-witted. That's in Mank, Dank, Mossberg, Aldi Jazz. And sometimes it does take a bit of getting used to. But I can see how some people, like, you know, can take it the wrong way. I didn't think Monk was one of them, like, but I don't know what he said. Who's on the old Gary Ablett side? I know Lammy has admitted to being on some substance, like whatever it is. I think I have a good idea. That's up to him. It's up to him what he does. Yes. Correct. Oh, so last time the other night when I did a live and Dave Bradley was on, Jim Smith, you know, and I got wrongly labelled as being like ignorant, and you know, it was like, you know, they were trying to put it on me when they're saying I'd kicked Davey off, or I've no respect for the Scottish and that. But it wasn't like that. But I'm pretty sure that it was the most that Davey's ever said on any panel that he's ever been on. I just couldn't understand a fucking word. I wish I could. I was just looking at the chat, and most of them were enjoying his story, but I couldn't fucking hear a thing. I could, but I couldn't understand it. Are we well? Is that what did he used to come on the pod ref and just say, "Are we well?" Or was there something before that? Or was it just, "Are we well?" Or was it, "Hello people, are we well?" Yeah, he used to do them reaction videos on the morning, didn't he? When he was on the way home from his mistresses, you know, he's doing his still putting his shoes on and that when he was live, like on the way home. Sure, there was one morning where he hadn't got his shoes on properly in it, and he was doing his live like this, and he's looked behind him and he's just started running. Like it was someone chasing him or some bloke. Are we well? What's happening, Pablo? Cartman, what's happening? Here he is, Ginger, the ginger one. He's still getting in beef like Nathan, mate. Fuck, you know. Every live title in Nathan's, it's like is like, yeah, you think you can do that to me? It's like an instant reaction, right? But he's still new to this side, Nathan. Yeah, you've got to remember that. That's what I don't think I could handle, right? When you jump into somebody's live like Tyrone's and there's 100 people in there, and if I just jumped over there now and just introduce myself, all right, I just thought I'd come over here and see what happens over here, you know what I mean? And then the other people on the panel just started talking like about something that I didn't have a clue what they were on about, but there it was obviously a big thing to them. Like, do you just sit there and listen, or? Because I think that's what it must be like for Nathan sometimes. You know, he does know a few people over here, but when you don't know what people are talking about. You know what, Vander, he's probably, I've probably like said more my opinion on Lammy and what's going on more than he's reacted, you know what I mean? It's Lucifer I want a word with, like, if anyone's seen Lucifer about, right? Because he is getting it. Because, I mean, that behaviour the other night, just coming in the chat and asking for the link, just putting link or whatever, and like I hadn't even had time to do a link. I hadn't even had the time to put the link out, and he'd already set his own live up and titled it "I'm bored."
Yes, Moon, you alright, mate?
You alright, fella?
Yeah, hey, sorry, I just seen someone saying about me and Monk, mate. Listen, I don't actually know. I was just winding him up, mate, right? And then I come off and then come on at night and he was fucking crying. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll just give him a bit more shit.
So what type of shit was it, though?
No, mate, hang on a minute, mate. Don't be trying to fucking quiz me. I'm not like these bacons on here,
I know,
mate.
but did you know that you knew it was getting to him, didn't you? You must have knew it.
No, I didn't, mate. Well, all right, so it weren't getting to me what he said about my family then. So should that just be forgotten about?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just like trying to,
No,
because I
fuck him,
didn't
mate.
see
Fuck
any
him.
of it. Like,
I'm not. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck what he's going through. I'm sorry that you're going through it, mate. But I don't know you. Do you know what
Josh,
I mean?
I
But
know
you
that
say things to me. You
you're a
can say
wind up
things to
on
me,
here.
mate. He said he wanted
Everyone
me to
does.
fight his 2 sons. I've been in training camp all day. I'm ready in 12 weeks.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
Hell.
no, but he was just, yeah, mate. I just want leaving out of all the bollocks on here, mate. I don't agree with it all. Doxing fucking families, ringing social services and that. It's all mad, mate. It's all bollocks.
Yeah, we're all the same, mate. We all the same, right, as you, but you've got that sense of humour, you know, where you're not bothered. You know what I mean? Like, and
That's what I mean. Look at Conan there. I've been being called a fucking dog nonce on here for 2 years, mate. I've not gone to the police yet. I'm not actually a dog nonce. It's just a bit of a joke, mate. By Conan, not by me.
there's a few dog nonsense on here. Like, there's a few stories like that. We up, mate. You know what it's all about on here, man.
Well, what I will say is it's mad, yeah, that Monk's left, right? And I've been told today there's a fake Josh account going seeing dead nasty things. Because I've been at work, me. That wasn't me that today. So I believe it was one of Monk's sons if it were him. So I definitely want the straightener, Monk. Definitely want the straightener. I want you there as well. I'll have all 3 of you. No, I'm only messing, but no, mate. People just go a bit too far on here. It's not my thing, that, mate. Not me. You might have a little argument, pissed up on it late at night or something, but you don't catch me on the late night ones now, mate. I'm not. You know what I mean? I actually am sorting my life out, mate. I'm not fucking sitting sniffed up giving people shit on YouTube.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win the fight on Saturday night? Oh, he's having to think about that. Are you there, mate? Oh, he's muted up for a minute.
But yeah, no, it's just one of them. I only jumped on it because I seen you saying it, and I feel like you're
that's all right, mate. You give us your, just give us your who's going to win, and then you can do one if you want, mate. So who's going to win though? Who's going to win?
Oh, what? I can do one. I'm doing one anyway, mate.
No, I'm saying Dubois or thingy. Or
Usyk will do him.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm jumping off now because I've got.
Yeah, I'm only messing with you, mate.
Imaginary things to do before I go to my job that I've not got in the morning.
Yeah.
And get ready for this straightener with his 2 sons. 12 weeks, Monk. Get in touch. Shit out.
Respect, man. Respect. Yeah, he said, like I said before he even come on there, I said what it is. It is. It's like the manly sense of humor. You know what I mean? And some people, you know, this like. I don't know what it is, but he's not a bad. I don't think he's a bad lad, Josh. I wasn't having a go at him on out there. Conan, what's happening, Conan? Cara, what's happening, Cara? Won't be good. Jamie Wilson. It's ringing a bell, Jamie Wilson. Like, why can't I put a face to Jamie Wilson? Reminded me a bit of Jockey Wilson. Oh, yeah, so anyway, let me just have a look for something. One sec. Do. Sorry about that. Where's Northern King anyway? What's he doing? Is he still tripping? He was fully tripping. Fully tripping last night. So when I just had, because you know he doesn't turn his camera, I just had visions of him like going like this. Everyone talking in the chat, and he was just like pulling funny faces with his hands and that. It's been that long since I've had acid. But I did, all I can seem to remember is like getting just constant like rushes and like just laughing at everything, don't you? You just like stand there and laugh. There's no one else jumping on like, oh yeah, that's another one, right? That's another one, right? Like begging people to come on your chat, you know what I mean? So is anyone gonna jump on there? Is anyone gonna jump on? Yeah, so I think was anyone want to jump on? And then you got like, come on, man, I want to come on and talk to Tunesy. Have a little chat with Tunesy. Come on, I'm giving it another minute. Giving it another minute, and then I'll just go and listen to me music. What's happening, Smithy? Pick up the Jim Smith. He's had a couple of days off, hasn't he? He's been smoking that dodgy weed, though, and he's fallen out with everyone, man. You know what I mean? That's what happens, man, when you grow that dodgy stuff in your back garden. Oh, Tracy was in the chat today on that little live that I done. There was a few in here, actually. Quaver was in there. But Tracy was in there, telling everyone to hit the likes and whatever. And I did say to her that Northern King had been talking to him behind, like, offline, and he'd said how we would love to have you on every panel, like, right from the start. So and I think he's wanting that to start tonight, like. It's Alicia's birthday party as well, so Tracy, he's like, you can have it, you're allowed to have a drink. Yeah, I've already said it, mate. Like, we had it out the other day about him, didn't I? You know what I think about it. You know what I think about it, and it hasn't really changed. You know what I mean? Like, it's out of respect that he's getting a pass for the person who we took the money off. So he's a very lucky boy in a way. He's a very lucky boy, but it does show that some of the like big hosts they have got morals. You know what I mean? Like, because if that was anyone else, they would be getting ripped. What's happening, Shell? Big up the Shell. Shell, I shared your live the other day. I shared your podcast, sorry. I don't share, I don't share many channels, like, but I have started doing it a bit more, you know what I mean? What's happened? I don't even know if you know, but remember someone called Chris M? Well liked by a lot of people, apart from Jim Smith. Jim sussed him out, but basically, he was like a well-liked character on here, and it turns out that he took some money, $2,000 off a woman, and so I don't know the circumstances, but the lady who took the money off, she doesn't want any fuss over it, you know what I mean? So what I mean, King, Outlaw King, he'd probably still be watching. I think he's obviously, like, he will be watching, But what I mean is, like, these people who go, it doesn't matter if they're here or not. If you've done something wrong in here, you get ripped, don't you? But like I said, Jim, there's no, you do it on your channel, mate. But as far as that's concerned, like, I'll give my opinion, but I'm not going to bang on about it. Kendo, something Kendo. Yeah, so the big Danny G, the big Danny G. He's had this before, right? But he's got this hideous, and like, I'm not anyone. I know people do suffer with like skin conditions. I've got one, honestly, at the minute, man, on my leg. It's like just a little daft rash. I know people do suffer from that, right? But Danny, he gets these things on his face and on his nose, and they just look massive. That's the one. Herpes, man, you know what I mean? It looks hideous. I was looking back on like a few of the delusional Danny G videos from when he was in like Tenerife. Just having a quick look at them, and it wasn't there when he was in Tenerife, so it's only came the last few days. But I didn't know, but he reckons that the customs and the police were there waiting for him when he got in the airport. This is how he put it, to drug search him. So he blamed straight away. He said it was Video Craig or the Dossers have rang the airport or the customs and said that Danny G's carrying drugs or something. Like, he'd just come out the airport in the car and fired a live up, slagging the Dossers off. Like, I would have just not said it. If I was him, I would have just like not even mentioned it. You know what I mean? It's like the Chinese in Tenerife. Like, he orders a Chinese, and then 2 minutes later, because he stupidly, everyone knew where he was staying, but he showed the name of the restaurant on his live. 2 minutes later, the phone's ringing behind the counter, and it's somebody called Kevin for Danny. Yeah, but this is only 6 minutes long, right? And, well, Lucifer, what's happening, Lucifer? This was a couple of days ago. It was right at the end of his holiday. Yeah, it's only 6 minutes long, and I will stop because it is hard to watch 6 minutes of Danny. But I will like keep stopping in that. Yeah.
Watch me, right? Without Tony, there would be no me. Guarantee that one. Bro, you know something? I'm just going to put this to rest now. Show this live. Think how many I do? This is probably only about 60, 70 quid. Just sat here drinking cocktails, man. Now, equate that away. Let your brain equate that away. So, I'm working now while I'm sat at the beach, drinking cocktails about Tony G, mate. I'm grafting right now. I'm working right now. This is my job. This is my job. Skull. That was nice. That was nice. I like that. Living the dream, mate. Living the dream. And the more I do, the more money I earn. So the more holidays means I can come on and live life. Do you know, it's me that wants to move from Birmingham. But Tony's quite settled there, and we're very well known where we are. Trust me. Right, I'm very well known, mate. My house is very secure, it's very safe. Yeah. Everybody in my area knows me. My son's mates all live around the area, both sets of my sons. Right. I have a lot of like friends in my area. Like I have a lot of every fucker in the area knows me. And everybody knows Tony. Yeah. And we're very secure there. And Tony's a Birmingham girl. And I've always wanted to move to the sea, right, to Cornwall. If it happens, it happens. But I've got to the point now because my mindset's changed. You know it has. When I did that video where I was like, I've woke up in a stinking mood to live that fucking shit, I went mad about Birmingham, yeah? Because my mind's changed now. I'll be honest with you, wherever Tony is, I'm happy, right? I don't look at Birmingham the same now, you know? It's just a place where I live. But my life is doing this stuff. So if it doesn't happen that we don't move from Birmingham, I'm not particularly bothered now. I swear to God, ain't that mad? Ain't that mad? No, yeah, ain't that mad? It's a mad one as well. Think about what I've just said to you. Think about what I've just said to you compared to 2 years ago when I made that Birmingham video where I was getting mental. You think about what I've just said to you.
That's her favourite Chinese, right? So I said to Tony, I said, look, I said, you're going to have Chinese tomorrow anyway. I said, we're down in El Medina. Why don't you just have your favourite Chinese? We'll have a drink, we'll have some cocktails, and take it back to the room, babe. We'll have your, she's like, no, we're having Tony's Toasties.
I'll call it
that. So no favourite Chinese that Daniel paid for, obviously. No. Tony's Toasties, mate.
Okay, babe. I don't need no more bringing my card out.
We've got bare euros in the room, so we'll just spend the euros, mate. I mean, I swear. You know what? I'm like my card. I'll just kick it. Click. We'll get back to Birmingham, but like, how much you spent? I'll be like, you don't know. You don't want to know, babe.
Your card, not mine.
I know it's my card, not yours. That's not the point. That's not the point, man.
Click your card. Save my card.
Click your card. Save my card. I knew that was coming. We'll just spend on Danny's card. Mrs. G, I want to see you do 10 press-ups in front of everyone. You've got no chance. She ain't doing no press-ups. But you know something? I'll do it for you. Oh, well. No. Go on that camera. Go on that camera.
I'll try.
It is Vander, that's the same bloke, yeah.
Tell him what to want, man.
Yeah, so do one around the corner. Go on, Bob.
Gets worse.
You can do one around the corner where nobody can see. Go on, Bob. 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 She smashed it.
What if somebody was walking behind her then? Because I'm sure that was just a little scare. Somebody could have been like scarred for life there.
Right, back to the hotel. I'm just going to go to the toilet.
No one wants to see Tony's backy pouch, do they? You know what I mean?
Straight through me. Yeah, so go to the toilet. Listen, she's done a good few press-ups there, mate. Fair play to her. Got the press-ups there for that 55, mate. Press-upping. At 55,
Press-upping.
she's doing press-ups, mate. There's no messing with Tony G.
She's press-upping. Honestly, mate, Jesus.
Rob, if
Christ.
anyone's
I'm
going to
going
help
to give
me,
you
it's my
the team off my pitch.
You know what? I have had a little rethink on the Paul Venice thing, and you know what? You are. Everyone is right. He bottled it basically, didn't he? I hadn't forgot about the things that he'd said about his daughter, but I can remember watching a few or seeing a few of Venner's videos. I don't think I think if that was Brett May, I think he probably would have punched him, you know what I mean? But I was looking at it from another angle, like the fact that this is his big. He's going to make some money out of this. He's going to be main card in what he thinks is the best, better than the BKFC. He said it the other day, and he said it again today. I don't know what that show's like, Banter the Board. I know what it used to be like. It was nothing like the BKFC, you know. It was on a different level, BKFC, but it must have changed. He must have got a lot better. The venues must have got bigger, and the fighters and Venner just wouldn't have risked it all. He's been thinking with his head, and he thought, you know what, I'm not going to risk that contract that I've just signed, and the impression he's got to be the poster boy, isn't he, for that show, just to smack Shadow Boxer, who would have been, if he'd have got filled in on a live, Shadow Boxer will have been eaten out on that footage for the next 5 years, while Venice ends up winning out. So that's the way I was looking at it. But obviously, you are looking at it because of him dissing his daughter, which, yeah, man, that's bad. I did put in the chat last night. I don't know if anyone. Nobody seemed to pick up on it in the chat, but I was just seeing a bit of the local news yesterday, and them lads, or it was a lad and an older bloke, who chopped the Sycamore Gap tree down, 250-year-old tree, world famous tree. Just decided that they'd get a chainsaw in the middle of the night and just cut it down. Yeah, and they got found guilty. They said they pleaded not guilty, saying it just wasn't them, even though there was loads of evidence. It was them. They had them. They were banter rights, but they still made it go to a court case, and just basically had the worst defence ever. That it just wasn't us. Spent all that. Let the government spend all that money on a court case, and obviously, I'm not sure what the charges were, whether it was something like criminal damage, because I don't think anyone had ever been done for chopping a tree down. But it was just stupidity, right? But they got found guilty, and then yesterday they got sentenced, and they got 4.5 years each. 4.5 years each for chopping a 250-year-old landmark tree down, And I think that there'll be a new law brought out, or a new charge, because I think it come under criminal damage, but that could be criminal damage covers a lot of things, breaking a window, but that's what it fell under, even though morally it was stupidity, wasn't it? It was just no need for it. But I don't know, I think that's about right, me. But I think 4.5 years, but I think there'll be a new charge brought out, where if you damage something that's can't be replaced. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm trying to say. It's just taking me ages to get it out. Where's Northern King anyway? He hasn't spat his dummy out, has he? Seen him Mandarin early on. He's probably watching Lucifer's or something. Kin, what I'm trying to say, troops. Honestly, I keep walking around the house saying that, Eloise. Do you kin what I'm trying to say, troops? Big Baz in the first round. And let's face it, Big Baz is not called Big Baz for no reason, right? The people who he's offering house, he probably would beat them, yeah. And I've totally forgotten my point there. Honestly. That's it. Did you see that today though? That was mad. So I've found out, and I've found out since this afternoon that what you were watching, what I was showing you on that big screen, yeah. That was happening live in the town hall, yeah, Middlesbrough town hall, which is like just behind that screen, basically, a couple of 100 yards. So that ceremony where they all wear the robes, graduation, all that was happening in the town hall, but they were showing the pictures live. And if you noticed, every time, not every time, but when they said the person's name and what the degree was, there'd be like a shout or like a scream or a clap, and like it was people who knew the person, because they couldn't get in the town hall. They were standing there like with the phones waiting for them to get the degree. You know what I mean? But that was a nice little area, Middlesbrough, and then you go about 100 yards down the road and you're back to normal. It ain't that bad, like, it ain't that bad. Yeah, there's some really nice parts of Borough, I'm not gonna lie. Did you hear some of the names though? Did you hear some of the names, right? Most of them, it was like, okay, yes, so this section's for, like, you know, the Marys there behind his stand. Yes, and this is the degree for brain surgeons degree, and we've got Dr. Sankar Singh. You know, all these like mad foreign names coming through. Yeah, I can't think of any. And they were all coloured or Asian or whatever. They were all brain surgeons. And then it come to like the next degree was like computer gaming design. And the first one was called Ollie Davy or someone like that. Charlie Chalk, or you know, Ollie Mers. No proper British names. You had to be there anyway. You did have to be there because I can't be asked. Yes, I did actually. Somebody did make a joke about that I had my t-shirt tucked in my trousers. Yeah, is that what we're coming down to now? T-shirts tucked in your trousers, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, Ray, it was only a decision I made just before I left the house. When I was watching some of the golfers, and every one of them like looked smart, yeah. And every one of them had the t-shirts tucked in. So I thought, yeah, I'll go for the t-shirt tucked in, and then someone fucking ripped the piss out of us. You know what? That's one thing I don't think I've ever had, but I wouldn't mind a pair of braces, like a pair of rock-on Tommies. Yeah, Phil Graham, when he goes out, right, he still has them dungarees, you know, like Dexy's Midnight Runners, where you only have one side hanging down, and they're like, what are they, like 3/4 length, like turned up at the ends. Yeah, man. Phil's got a few pairs of them. He sometimes rips the arse out on some of them as well, you know, like tears all the arse out. Have I not put the link out yet? Like, don't be going all weird on us, like. Like, don't be making me have to mute you and that. It's been on that weird weed. Rock on, Tommy. Ooh, I could crush a grape. Ooh, I could rip a tissue. What was the other one? What was that other one? Rip a tissue. Crush a grape. Wasn't it something to do with the Wendy house or something? You remember them, Jim?
What's that, Paul?
You know, like, yeah, you know, like, ooh, I could crush a grape. Does that mean anything?
I'm not going to mention anybody that I'm not allowed to talk about. Like, I was on Kings and an hour opened my mouth for fucking 2 hours, man. No, allowed to mention this cunt. You're not allowed to mention that cunt. I didn't mention that cunt either. And I'm like, that fucking hell, man. So I had to ask him, who are you allowed to mention? Who are we allowed to talk about?
Just answer me this first, though, right? So if I just randomly said to you, ooh, I could crush a grape, would that mean like anything to you? What would you think?
That fucking wee guy for fucking Cracker Jack. Was it Cracker Jack? Jack and Ori, Cracker Jack. Some
Cracker
fucking
Jack, I think it was.
Man, that wee stew pot.
Yeah. So you're with us, aren't you? You're with us. So the other one was, ooh, I could rip a tissue. Remember that one?
We came up with all that bullshit, man. He's a wee gay guy. Fucking hell.
Was he gay?
About that cunt. Can that Phil Schofield cunt with the wee fucking Gordon character? Any cunt I see called Gordon, man, I'm like, fucking hell, you cannot Phil. Gordon the Gopher. Gordon the fucking Gopher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, can you remember News Round? Remember the bloke off News Round?
Don Craven, he does that fucking, he tries to be like a Jeremy Clarkson, that cunt, like.
Country File. He's about 110. Honestly, he still looks like he just could still do News Round.
Well, he ran a bit. He was in the same slot as that play school and all that shit back in the day. Remember, fucking as soon as you got home from school, man, you had it wasn't like you could get it nowadays with 24-hour kiddie programs like SpongeBob SquarePants, which fucking, but Rupert the Bear and all that. Fucking Wombles. The fucking Wombles, man.
Mate, I'm not going to lie. I had, it's probably still in the house somewhere, right? A 12 album on vinyl, right? Of the Wombles. And like, I can still see it now. Like, I've still got it.
They were number one in the charts, man, back in the day. Wombles of Wimbledon. Wimbledon's Wimbledon, Wimbledon me.
There was another one as well. There was, what do you call it?
They wouldn't do very good now. All they would find is fucking needles and all that shit, like unused needles and all that bullshit. The Wombles wouldn't be happy. They'd all be HIV'd up, man, with picking up fucking needles if they were wombling about these days in the parks.
Here, Jim, you've you know when you used to have to watch CBBC and CBeebies.
That's when they were watching it with the kids, man.
Do you remember the Wiggles?
The Wiggle, I never watched the Wiggle. SpongeBob SquarePants, man. Thought it was because I annoyed my fucking missus like that. Fucking Ken SpongeBob laugh. Annoyed. So I used to buy the way the SpongeBob stuff. Fucking their door opened and it got the SpongeBob laughing that kid. Buy one of the doors out. You open the door and it gives that fucking wee SpongeBob laugh, man. Just to fucking annoy the kid. He
thing is,
SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Fucking, who was my favourite? Fucking Squidward. Fucking Squidward was my favourite. Like,
it's what I'm trying to say to you. I didn't watch it.
Like, I'm like that. You've
I
copied.
don't like it.
He
I hate
likes
it.
fucking a moaning old bastard now and again. Like,
It's that animation. It just looks cheap. It's like, you know, that type of animation. It's like, I don't know. I just can't watch it. You know, that Ren and Stimpy. I can't watch that either. I don't like the animation. That was a Nickelodeon. There were Nickelodeon cartoons, though, weren't there? It was a different.
that guy died of a heart attack. That fucking guy that invented SpongeBob.
Did he?
Aye.
What a sudden heart attack. All heart attacks look a sudden, really.
In the fucking night garden, you'd say, fuck, I ever watched that on ecstasy, so fucking well, coming off ecstasy in the morning. You're up, what's going on, man? In the night garden. Takes you back into fucking reality, like, skin.
What are they called? Nubdy.
Aye, that wee fucking Pickle,
Pickle, that's it.
Pickle, he's there. Used to go out with a wee Pakistani bird. Fucking hell, man.
Right.
Again, who my favourite was fucking the wee guy that used to polish the boulders. Maka Paka. Fucking Maka Paka, man.
You couldn't write that,
could
could you?
With a fucking wheelbarrow with a Ricky boulders in it, man. It was fucking quality, man.
Hey, mate, listen to this, right? As anyone who knows anyone who's got a toddler at the minute, or even a baby, right? That's not even one, right? Will know this woman, Miss Rebecca, I think she's called. Is it Miss Rebecca? Miss Rebecca on YouTube? Oh my God, mate, she's got about 50 million subscribers, right? She's all the kids just sit and watch her like that. The kids are mesmerised with her. She just does all these stupid songs. Have you seen that? Is it Miss Rebecca? Someone in the chat.
Same with that fucking. What about that cunt that invented Peppa Pig? He was sitting tripping out his nut and mushrooms. And he's like, fucking man, well, fucking everywhere, pigs up a hill and all that bullshit, man. The guy, he's a billionaire. He's a fucking billionaire now. Take some fucking magic mushrooms one day, man. That's how they could. But how else did they fucking come and think up of this bullshit?
Well, they're bringing a new one out. There's going to be an addition. There's going to be an addition to the Peppa Pig family in there. It's just come out now, a new brother after it. New character, you know what I'm saying? Kin what I'm trying to say to the...
That's Big Baz. Big Baz is coming back to Scotland.
I know, he's going to fill that.
I've got a couple of Stubbart lorries, man. With wide load. Police escort for the fucking Stubbart lorries, man. Big Baz is coming up to sort out Lambie. You know, like Lambie's hardly all his bodyguards and that. How much is he paying the cunts a day, man? Because he used to be a quiet as fuck cunt. Do you not see that? Or is it just me?
Who?
He used to be fucking quiet as fuck before fucking fighting Irish. He's like,
Lambo.
He's that, man. Now he's coming out picking on Mermaid, that weird Bobby cunt. He's a weirdo, that Bobby. See, if he talks slow, you can actually he's not as squeaky as what he usually. When he gets angry, he gets that squeaky way. So he fucking tags me in and all his shit that I didn't care fuck all about it, man.
Nah, I don't, mate. I don't want to.
8 hours, man, and I had the volume down. I was just reading the chat.
Just let them get on with it. It's just weird behaviour, mate.
I put a reply in. I'm like,
weird behaviour, man.
Stop fucking tagging me in this shit. That's all I put in. He's like, Jim, it's me, Bobby. I've no answer back. This is fucking me, Bobby, like I said. I know it's you, you cunt. Stop fucking tagging me in your bullshit.
That's what I mean. If you get tagged in something, that means that you're like associated with it, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Associated. I fucking listened to him with him and Lambie's bullying him the new, like, I mean, fucking, they're just another fuck. Why is he not picking on the cunt that robbed him? I didn't understand that shit, man. Because he likes he's still in with him.
Right, that's it.
Getting him some more money.
No more. How is Jim?
One's called Gav B. The other wee ginger guy that's supposed to be his best pal never got invited to the
Gav was fighting again last night.
he hired a prostitute, right, for fucking 350 quid an hour. And fucking, he lasted 5. Gabby never got invited. And I'm
Right.
like, what fucking Kenny Paul's that?
I know all this.
do you see what Big Baz's calls that secret squirrel? Secret sausage, man. I'm
Right.
like,
That's it now. You've got them all in now, Jim. You've had a go. That's the end.
She's run about in a fucking van and that Royal Mail van and that.
What's happening? SD's anyone? Who's SD
Pablo,
anyway?
one of the best fucking programmes on the telly, 2 doors down, mate. You ever watched that, man?
No, I haven't, mate.
Fucking one of the best Scottish. It's like still game, sir. You've got fucking Elaine C. Smith in it. She's the funniest out of a lot of them. But
Right.
2 doors down, you can get it on BBC iPlayer, mate.
BBC iPlayer, 2
watch
doors
the
down.
series, sir. It's fucking quality, man. It is. It's one of the funniest programmes out.
I will watch it.
2 doors down, it's called. You'll watch it and you'll watch
And
it
if
once
it's
and
crap,
you'll watch it again, pal.
I'll just not talk to you again.
See if you're stoned, mate. It's funny as fuck, man. It's funny as fuck. Saying mad neighbours and that, like, you know what I mean? Fucking totally different, that. And they're all funny.
How much weed have you got left?
Fuck, about fucking 7.5 ounce, man.
Have you?
No,
that's naughty. That so you know that you've got all that sat there. Is it making you make bigger joints? Are you like going over the top and
smoking,
showing off and that?
I'm not stoned. I'm just getting stoned and keep myself to myself.
I'm trying to think what 7 ounces looks like.
That fucking Freedom of Speech channel. Good that Freedom of Speech channel. Or Paul Kings. So he's moaning about me talking. Jim went at me for 2 hours. That was 2 hours of spitting the roof out, pal. You know what I mean?
Northern King smokes that in a day, like 7 ounces. Sure he does. And Bob between them.
Letting all the weirdos on. You know what I mean?
Bob does an ounce before he has his first cup of tea in his bong.
The other night there, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? But you're not allowed to say none. You're better off saying fuck all because they can't listen to you anyway, man. That's the way I've fucking seen it. Like, need to listen to
there's your mate Nathan there. There's your mate Nathan. He's a ginger, isn't he?
Who's a ginger?
Nathan.
Big up Nathan. He's I don't even ken that guy.
He's all right, man. He's all right. He's good.
Well, bastard, right? Stick the dictionary, Nathan, man. They can't even block that. Like, stick bastard.
You always get a laugh out of the titles of his lad, you know.
Here, man. Yeah, there's an A in between that B and the S, pal. Just stick in. They can't. It's in the dictionary, man. It's in the fucking Oxford dictionary. Bastard.
Schnauzer's in the house. Who's that, Schnauzer?
The main character in Game of Thrones was a bastard, man. He done all right. You know what I mean? He wasn't a ginger. He wasn't a ginger guy. Like, big up Nathan. I'd shave my head if I was you, Nathan. That's just a wee bit of advice, pal. Like Gab B. Didn't he turn out like Gab B? Like. Missing fucker. He's what he
fighting last night, man. He was at war last night and
I love Gab B, man. He's my fucking favourite ginger. Well, favourite male ginger.
I don't like him, me. Like.
Favourite fucking male ginger.
Just
there's a Reiki ginger. Listen, there's a Reiki. Gingers came on the scene lately, isn't he? Fucking, it's because it's too sunny outside. But the weather brings them in. And they come on the internet. Like.
The weather bring them in.
I tell you, came out made me laugh the other day. I was watching Northern Kings, right? And fucking Mad Jackie was on. You can't beat Jackie, man. She is one of the craziest fuckers I've ever. Because she'll just laugh at you, get in. So she called fucking that Mad Ginger, fucking Sam, a cunt. And Mad Sam thought she could come on and fucking. She was going to Radio Babs to start off with, man, but that Mad Jan, Are you talking to Jackie and all that, man? I'm a fucking Sam. You didn't care who Jackie is, man. She's off her fucking rocker, man.
Jay, did you see that?
You can't beat her at fuck all because she just starts laughing. And see her laugh is funny as fuck, so you just need to laugh along with her.
The cost of it, it's always going to cost you money to do this kind of stuff. It never comes cheap, man.
Wait there, mate.
We're getting near Danny G stuff. He's a
I'm not
weirdo.
rich.
A
I'm not
professional
rich or
weirdo.
anything, man. Yeah, I've worked all my life. I mean, we've been on holiday all our lives, and I've always worked. Now I'm working. This is work for me now, right? I'm self-employed.
It's only 4 minutes long.
Social media guy. So this is my work now, yeah? But I've always worked, yeah?
Take that.
But I've never had what I would call an extravagant lifestyle at home. You get what I mean? So I've never bought a car on finance. Never. I've never bought a fucking car on finance. I've always bought a car cash. If I have not got the cash, I will not fucking buy the car. I've not got nothing on finance. I have nothing on finance. My name is totally clean of finance, totally clean. Because I will never have anything on finance. If I cannot afford it, I will not fucking buy it. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I live. I don't go out on a weekend and spend £250 in my local bar getting pissed. Nah, do I fuck. I'd rather stay in my house and train and, you know, play my computer, fucking go and play golf. Me to go and play golf, it's £30 a week. That's a hell of a lot cheaper than going to the pub with my fucking mates. And I know because when I was young, and I did go to the pub with my mates, and I used to go quite regularly in Birmingham, fucking me some nights it's £500, mate. On one night out. It's fucking stupid. I can't believe I used to do it. Right? It's these kind of things, and it's like takeaway food. Now, it's a double benefit. We do have takeaway. If Tony feels like a Chinese, we'll have a Chinese. If I feel like a fucking pizza, we'll have a pizza or whatever. But it's rare. It's in moderation. Right? Now, it's a double-pronged attack, that. I'm very healthy, yeah? Minus this thing on my face. But, you know, I'm very fit and I'm very strong for my age. Tony, as you can see, is very healthy. Why? Because we cook food all the time. I say to you all the time, so I cook Viking meatballs. Now, you see the ingredients that go into that one. If any of you ever met Viking meatballs, you know how tasty that shit is. It's not a joke. That shit is truly delicious, right? Yeah, it's delicious, mate. If you got that in a restaurant and you ordered meatballs, you would definitely be happy, right? So that costs, for me to feed 6 people, that cost me 15 fucking quid. Now, all of that stuff that I withhold on when I'm at home, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know, I want a new pair, I want. What do I actually need, though? That's the way I look at it. I don't look at what I want. I look at what I need. But I don't buy myself clothes, man. Because as far as I'm fucking concerned, I have got every piece of clothing I could ever need. Because I don't fuck my shit up. If my mom's in chat, my mom would tell you that. I don't fuck my shit up. I look after my stuff, right? So the amount of clothing that I've got is unfucking real, man. You know what I mean, right? But Tony still buys me more. I don't buy clothes, though. I'd rather use that money to go on holiday. And that's how it's been with me for the last 15 years. For the last 15 years, I'm always thinking, you know something? I could go out and I could get a car on finance and that cost me £500 a month. Yeah, for 12 months. £500 a month for 12 months. What could I do with that money? Oh, I could go on 2 holidays abroad and make memories. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way it is with me. It's always the way it is. Always. And I'll always be that way. I'm just not a finance guy. I mean, I'm just not. And I don't spend out my means, apart from when I'm on holiday. But so many people want that BMW that they can't actually afford to buy. I'm going out next week with my mates. Yeah, I'm going to go and buy myself a brand new Armani tracksuit that's fucking £1,000. Why? Why? Do you think that gives you value? Because you've got a £1,000 tracksuit on?
You're so
No, it doesn't.
But the song
Do you think that's going to make everybody look at you as something amazing? No, you're just wasting your money. I mean, would I ever buy a £1,000 tracksuit if I was a millionaire? Maybe.
spend £1,000 on a tracksuit bus.
That's it, man. I hope you didn't turn it like Hudson Palmer.
Danny G.
Fucking arsehole, that cunt. I just think it was fun. I watched that fucking, what's his name, Delusional Danny channel. That's it. Because he sits there and listens to all this shit. You know what I mean? Oh, Tony ate it and he laughs. See that fucking cackle? It's a fucking cackle, sir. Get what I mean? That fucking fake laugh, man. It's a fake laugh. That's no. He's not even stoned with that laugh, man. Get what I mean? If you've got if you're stoned, you a good laugh. But fuck off, man. 15 quid for my Viking meatballs. Feeds a family shit. I could sell them. I could fucking sell them. Sell them in Tesco. Sell them in Marks and Spencer's. Danny Viking meatballs.
I was muted.
Danny Viking meatballs. Fucking feed a family 6 for 15 quid.
I've just been muted there for like 5 minutes.
Aye, that was good, man.
Bastards. You didn't even tell us, mate. I'm giving all the hand
Can you were
and everything.
Paul, man? How could you? I was listening to that dickhead that you put on the fucking panel.
Bastards, yeah.
You need to get fucking. You need to like go
I
into
think
cold
on that,
turkey.
like,
I used to be fascinated with this dickhead as well, man. I didn't see the attraction myself. It gives me a fucking headache. But I watched Delusional Danny, like getting halfway through that, you'll switch off, man.
He's a Geordie, him. He's a Geordie, that Delusional Danny. But did you hear did you hear Danny G on the start of that first one, Jim, where he said he makes 60 to 70 quid on a video? Like, that's not true. 60 to 70 quid. He sat there with his cocktail in Tenerife and he went, I am working. I'll probably get
his big channel, he had
60, 70 quid.
What happened to his big channel? How did that disappear?
He just got rid. You know, that's still out there. That there's no way he got rid of that. That's just been put on private because he had about 50,000 subs. He just
but see, fucking video Craig's doing like the fuck. He's a new Deca Heggie, man. The fucking Danny fucking G Life. Get in.
Yeah,
so
there's
I 400
odd people in.
But I got
400 odd people. He's got
1,000 subs to do. I just couldn't imagine living with that fucker, sir. No, I couldn't have last a day with that cunt. No fucking danger. I'd be fighting him. Have fucking pacemaker or no pacemaker. I'd be firing into that cunt by the end of the day, like, you're full of shit, you cunt. I wouldn't last 5 minutes. I mean, maybe buy him a drink and say, I down that man, and got to pull you up all your bullshit. Yeah. Fight all these fucking mad devil dogs and all that shit, man.
But he's just lying. Have you seen Reach's video today? You watch Reach's
fucking Tourette's. He's definitely got. I think folk that have got Tourette's are quite funny, man, because they are funny. They're funny as fuck, man. But see that cunt? He's like me Cartman at the South Park copying the Tourette's. Fucking that fake laugh pisses me right off. Like, go away, laugh. Fuck all, man. And you're like that. Laughing his own bullshit. What do you call that? What do you call some cunt that laughs at their own shit? Danny G. Fucking Danny G, man.
I don't know what the word is, but I know what you mean.
Fucking Danny G, man. He's in the dictionary. Who laughs at their own shit? And it'll come up Danny G. See if it was funny. See, but he laughs at, he opens some shit up, man. Head fucking. Colin fucking Hedgehog man fucking what's his name? Craig Huntley. Craig Huntley, man, he's on that one again, man, and you're like, fucking God, man. And that other
right,
guy,
Jim, just watch this, right? It's only 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes.
Jealous of my body. And I'm like, Danny, come on, he fucks her. I'd love to some cunt come in there. You ever
It's
met?
just that I won't come on there as much.
Yes, JJ. You know something? It's because she would. She really would.
Fucking
No,
ET,
She
man.
likes you like interacting with the good people, don't you?
Yeah, when you first started it, I hated it. I mean, I don't know what you're on there for evil, horrible people. Don't go on there, and I would never ever go on there so no one saw me. And then when we split up and then got back together, then I came on there. And then it was okay, and then all this touring happened, and I thought, why get on there no more?
It's understandable, bro. Like, you know, like in all honesty, I'll tell you straight. But
Well, I know I'm a nice
would
person.
you like me, honestly, to find and smash one of the trolls? Would you like me to do that?
Let's answer it honestly.
Answer it honestly. Would you like me to find and smash one of the trolls to pieces?
Imagine waking up next to that sober.
I wasn't expecting that.
Imagine waking up next to that.
No, not really.
Right. Well, you know where I'm going once I've done it.
Fuck off, like.
You got to think, you know where I'm going once
No,
I've
no,
done
where
it.
you going? But yeah. No, I would not eat it.
E.T. go home. E.T. go home.
I didn't expect that answer. I really didn't.
Where did you get the
I really
glasses
didn't. I really didn't.
They deserve it though.
They do deserve it. They do. It's like VC, bro.
No, but I wouldn't want to be or anything like that.
Like, these people will know if they never meet me. I'm going to be honest, because you all might think I'm a joke, but she'll tell you.
Fucking hard work.
Nobody in Smethwick has ever made a video calling me a liar, right? Not one man in Smethwick. Not one. Do you ever wonder why? That nobody in Birmingham has ever made videos calling me a liar. Right, listen, babe.
He thinks he's a gypsy,
Am I
doesn't he?
exactly? Well, like, listen, babe. You've
All
heard all the
videos.
story, right? That I've told you.
Let's go all through this
No,
again.
but you've heard all the story, right? Have I ever lied to him, babe? About what I've done?
No, you haven't lied to him, but
You've highly
I will say
exaggerated
this.
it to the point
I
where
go too
it's a
far
lie.
sometimes with
No,
description.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, babe. I know what you're gonna say.
Storyteller.
Yeah, I can read. I can read what you're gonna say.
No,
I
he
know what
didn't
you're
think
gonna
she
say.
was
Danny,
going to
sometimes
say
you go
that.
too far with what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
into like
you go too much detail.
Yeah,
Too much
you just
detail.
say, oh, I did this, blah, 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 then they would believe it because you like go into that much detail and like
every minute
Exaggerate
what went by.
it.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
act, every minute, every 30 seconds.
we
Yeah,
just say,
and
oh,
people are
I've
like,
done this, I've done that. Then yeah, because
so
it's
it's
the way
not.
you say it.
Yeah, it's the way I say it. I do understand.
I think
it seems like a story out of a book.
Shell in the chat would get on well with someone like Danny.
I'm very good at telling
Would get on well.
from memory. Have you noticed? I'm really good at this.
I think
yeah,
she'd
tell
take
people
him
about
down the
it.
pub and that
Right.
and have a few drinks with Danny.
Fucking that's good Scottish guy you kicked off, man. To listen to this shit.
We need to stop that one then, don't we?
Nah, that's it, man. Fucking two dickheads.
Yeah, so, guys,
E.T. go
well-
home. Fuck. Do you know how she looks like E.T., man? You know, yeah, go and watch E.T. I went and
Video.
watched it. I'm like, fucking idiot. Double. You fucking, that guy. E.T. go home, man. I swear to God, fucking spitting image. I'd be copyright it if I was you, Tony. Like, can't stole my image. Fucking that Steven Spielberg bastard. Nah, it wasn't me who booted, man. It was fucking David Bradley, my pal.
That's how you built him, Randy. So I've only got 2 minutes left, Jim. So, you know, I couldn't handle like whinging on that. I've got ages to go, yeah. But yeah, I am wrapping it up now. Yeah, Northern Kings on in there at 9 o'clock. So I've been keeping these down to like an hour and a half, but you know what, mate? I'm not gonna lie. There's a few more people watching now. So you say when people watch and you then sort of enjoy it, you wanna do it a little bit more, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna like get carried. I'm not want to get carried away. I won't be doing them like every day and all that. Like, you want that on, do we? Making hard work of this. Hang on, we need you there, man. Jesus Christ. In a bit, man, in a bit. Big respect to everyone in the chat there.
Emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you've got her, 6 minutes you've lost her. Yo, you were supposed to. And so why am I? I'm always a monster. Well, you can say hello, 'cause I'm saying goodbye. And all you ever did was lie. And I admit sometimes I cry, because it's only just to get me by. Well, she can say hello to my middle finger. I love the synergy, and she put me through the ringer. Well, she can say hello to my middle finger. I love the synergy, and she put me through the ringer. Yes, I rode la costa of emotion, 'cause I took a sip from the devil's portion. Because she's got my it's doing the locomotion. Because my heart is frozen and my temper is roasting. Well, you can say hello, 'cause I'm saying goodbye. And all you ever did was lie. And I admit sometimes I cry, because it's only just to get me by. Well, she can say hello to my middle finger. I love the synergy, and she put me through the ringer. Well, she can say hello to my middle finger. I love the synergy, and she put me through the ringer. So why do you constantly contact me for sympathy? when you're the one who stole everything I knew in life away from me. Well, she can say hello to my middle finger. I love the city, yeah, and she put the